Hello there. In this video, I want to show you how to calculate the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. Anything beyond a 3 by 3 we'll probably just use technology to help us with. But for this method, I'm going to show you how to do it, but we're also going to need to remember how to calculate the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix because that comes into play. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start by circling this first entry. And I'm going to eliminate all rows and columns that are within that entry's grasp. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cross this off and I'm going to cross this off. And what I'm effectively doing is I'm going to write this as equal to 2. And now whatever this matrix is left behind here, I'm going to go ahead and write that as a determinant of a 2 by 2. So 0, 2, 3, negative 1. Okay, so that's the setup for the first part. Now, how we move forward depends on how you are taught in your linear algebra class. I'm going to move forward with the way I was taught, but I will show you at the end of this video the alternate method. And then in the next video, I'm even going to go a step further and show you why it doesn't matter which method you choose, you're going to end up with the same answer. So now I'm going to go ahead and circle this entry, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cross this off, and I'm going to cross this off. And now the remaining entries will make my next determinant. So I'm going to subtract, that is a 1, and then write my 2 by 2 determinant, negative 1, 2, 5, and negative 1, 1. And I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time. Now the trick to here is remember to alternate pluses and minus. So I'm going to put a plus here. I'm going to circle this entry. I'm going to eliminate this column and this row. I'm going to do the same thing. So that's a 3 times negative 1, or the determinant of negative 1, 0, 5, and 3. All right, let's go ahead and remember we're going to cross multiply here. Okay, and I don't mean cross multiply in the traditional sense. So that's 2 times 0 times negative 1 minus 3 times 2 minus 1. We'll do the same here. I get a negative 1 times a negative 1 and a 5 times 2. So negative 1 times negative 1 minus 5 times 2. Okay, and then plus 3. And then we're going to go ahead and do negative 1 times 3 and 5 times 0. So negative 1 times 3 minus 5 times 0. And now it's just a matter of arithmetic. So we've got 0 there. I'm going to cross off this 0 here. I get negative 6 out of this. So 2 times negative 6 is negative 12. And I get 1 here. I get 10 here. So I get 1 minus 10 is negative 9. Times a negative 1 is a positive 9. So I'm going to say plus 9 right here. And then here I get a negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Times 3 is a minus 9. Now notice these will cancel, and that gives me my answer of negative 12. 1. All right, so let's see the other way of doing this. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 2 and do the same thing. So notice no matter which method you choose, it's going to start off the same way. So I'm going to start with 2 times the determinant of 0, 2, 3, negative 1, and then a minus 1. All right, now instead of moving across the row to the 1 like I did last time, I'm now instead going to go to the negative 1. I'm going to work this out. So now I've got minus a negative 1 times the 2 by 2 determinant of 1, 3, 3, negative 1. And then we're going to do plus 1. And now I'm going to go down to the 5 and do the same thing. So we got 5 times the 2 by 2 determinant, 1, 3, 0, 2. And now let's go ahead and cross multiply. We get 2 times the quantity 0 times negative 1 minus 3 times 2. Okay. And we get, I'm going to put minus here for now, a negative 1. And then I've got my cross multiplication, 1 times negative 1, 3 times 3. So 1 times negative 1 minus 3 times 3. And then I'll really quickly change this so that it's at least consistent. negative 1 times 1. There we go. Then plus 5, and we do our cross multiplication. That's 1 times 2 and 0 times 3. So 1 times 2 minus 0 times 3. And as I did before, let me go ahead and cross off my zeros to make that a little bit easier computationally. So we get, again, 2 times negative 6 is negative 12 from this. And I get negative 1 here, and I get negative 9 here. So negative 1 plus a negative, or negative 1 plus a negative 9 effectively is a negative 10. Distribute to get a positive 10. So this is minus 10. And then I get 5 times 2, which is positive 10. And once again, these cancel out, and we get negative 12. Now, will that always be the case? Watch my next video to find out. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you for the next video. Thanks for watching.